And happy Easter weekend, everybody. My name is William Clark again. Welcome back to the Mining Channel and Williams Gifts and Fine Jewelry. Today I want to talk a little bit about gold again and what it has been for me to just collect what I have in the last few weeks. Now, I don't want to get into too many details today, except for showing off some of the last few collections, which I'm very excited about. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on this. Super awesome stuff. Let me get in here a little bit more. Come on, do your thing. There we are. Look at that. Absolutely breathtaking. I mean, there's one that's way over here. You see that big guy right there? There is that potato looking piece that I was talking about on another video. Super strange. This thing just is unreal. You look at it in a jeweler's loupe, there's little like spots where it's like not so much. It literally looks like it was melted at one point, and then it hit the ground at such force that it just boom, it just hit and it turned into this weird looking shape. And then I've got a couple in here. Boy, I really wish this thing would do justice to the colors, but it just isn't. I got one in there that kind of looks like a triangle. I got a couple other ones that are sitting in there that look like tiny wires. I've even got some that are actually embedded in quartz. I think it's quartz. It's got to be quartz. But again, this is all river gold. So 3 weeks of collection, off and on with my full-time job, and this is what our results are. And I love what I'm seeing in here. Definitely want to keep you guys up to date on this stuff. I want to give a couple shout outs today. One, if I wouldn't have gotten what I have here if I hadn't turned around and purchased the mats from goldhog.com. The doc over there has got so many invaluable videos and information that the part-time miner needs to know, the beginning miner needs to know out there. Please go visit his site. Please go check out his products. They're insane. I cannot give them enough thanks for what I have thus far. As you see, this is the result in 3 weeks. 3 weeks of hard work in between my full-time job, and this is what I've got thus far, just in 3 weeks. So, a couple things I wanted to show you from the doc that I do use that everyone probably doesn't know or has seen in the video and has had questions about. One is going to be this particular mat here. Let me get in here a little bit if I can. Alright. This here is a washer and scrubber combo that I had made. Definitely worth it. There's good aggression in this for like your heavy gravels, any kind of flake gold. Definitely a good buy. Now, these are 2 separate mat systems that I had put together in a 7.5-inch wide sluice box. Now, I want to take a close attention to things here. Now, this is our scrubber system just above here. I wanted to show you exactly how aggressive these mats are. This here is kind of like I guess you can say like a claw-like setup on it. And then you got these ones here that are really neat. These are kind of really cool looking. They kind of look like a sail from the side. And then you got this V stuff that's right here. Really good stuff. And then on the top of here, which I wish I wouldn't have cut for this video, but this had a huge overtake. They used to hang over at least 2 of these V-ribs that were, this particular section, as the doc will explain to you, is meant for that underflow technology. Underflow technology, and the method of it is that you're taking material that's coming from your top here. You're going to dump it here. It's going to come down this mat. It's going to catch this area. It's going to come up, over, dump the hopefully all your heavies down into here, and then spit out the lights across the rest of the mat as it goes on forward. Now, with the scrubber mat itself, if you use that alone, really good in a dredge, really good in an aggressive high banker if you're really trying to bust through that material. Excellent, excellent mats. Now for the washers themselves are kind of unique. Now these ones here, I'm going to be probably picking up another set of these just to put into this box alone, because this one down below is just way too wide. This is 1.25 foot wide, so that's going to be a little bit much for such a unique and shy, or should say shallow style ribs that are on this. Now, reason why I put these two together was the thought process was if I'd scrub the material, it would wash back out and have the gold here. That wasn't quite the case. I actually made myself kind of a situation where it just kept continuously spitting out the materials. I would catch gold, but it was hard work doing it because I kept not having the actual box dialed in. So that was my big mistake there. Now, what do I mean by dialing in your boxes? Let me take you out here. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I can't get it. There we go. There we go. So, let's go with the top one. The top one here is set at 13.5 degrees. That is its pitch from top to the bottom here. The next one down below is set at 12 degrees. So 12 degrees is your target pitch that you would want for any of your boxes that you're just starting out with. Excellent, excellent pitch. Reason why is when you turn around and take either, let's say hypothetically, this box here for my feeder was down here, okay? Feeding off from that. You were dropping your material over here. The second you would hit that material and it spreads out, it's going to turn around and catch all the gold as it goes down. The thought process and goal is to make certain that your gold never leaves the mat before it ends up in there. Today I've got these out because I got to turn around and do some scrubbing in these. Cannot have all that nasty stuff. This is all the river muck that you see, kind of that frothy stuff. You ever go to the river, go fishing, you see those frothy like bubbles. It looks like something like a nasty bubble bath or whatever you call it. That's that brown stuff that's in there. Nasty stuff. And it's just silts that happens in the process. So I got to scrub all that out. Back to the video. Now, at 12 degrees, let me explain that. 12 degrees, your material is coming through here. Okay? And this is where proportional force comes into play too. At 12 degrees, running your material across the box, it's going to immediately spread. And as it spreads, it's going to continue to catch and catch and catch and catch and catch. Hopefully from number 5 here, you see here, as you can see it says number 5. See, I numbered all these for just this video. So from number 5, hopefully to number 1 here, that's your money area. Hopefully by mat 5, okay, all your gold has been caught. Hopefully it's all just right here. Continuing from mat 5 to mat 10, which is way down there at the end. Hopefully all of that should just be either some of your lights, maybe a couple fine specks of gold, but 90% of that should only just be your blacks. All your heavy dark sands should be here. If you run it clean, all you should see in here is just your gold material from mat 1 to mat 5. So keep this in mind when you're getting these materials and you're running these mats. This one in particular is the Motherlode sluice mat. It's the new one that the doc made for the 2017-2018 season. Absolutely incredible mat. I went with just the whole mat itself. I wanted to be sure that I was going to grab what I have here, which is, as you've seen, very fine gold. And this is the perfect mat for it. So it's only going to take your darks and it's going to just keep spreading and capturing. And hopefully clearing out all the nasty silicas and all your lights out. This has done that successfully. So back to this. Now, as I was explaining to all you guys out there, now, with the washer mat, what I'm going to do is buy this stuff, run it in this box, just alone. Now remember, this is 7.5 inches wide at 4.5 feet long. 7.5 inches wide at 4.5 feet long. I'm going to run this mat and hopefully take all my super concentrates. Now, what is my super concentrates? You're going to hear some noise here for a second because I'm still kind of remodeling things around here. My super concentrate is all this stuff right here. That is my super concentrate. That is panned out, solid super concentrate. Right to the brim, that is solid super concentrate in there. A little bit of lights in there, but that is all 90% blacks. My end result is going to look like this. So, super concentrates, 90% capture, right here. It's going to be ran through that washer mat system. And what my hope and prayer is that I'm going to get a lot more bigger results for my gold. So, with that said, now, once I run that, hopefully, it all ends up in here. These are my extra fines. Now, I did some panning over the last few weeks, as I've told you. And as you can see in here, let me zoom on in here. If it'll allow me to. Here we go. Aha! There we go. So now, what you're seeing in here is super blacks. That's your heavy irons, your platinum, and your, I cannot remember what it was called that I had read about in an article. But it's a certain kind of sulfate. Everything that you see here is different kinds of sulfite. Sulfides and different kinds of irons. In here there's probably, trying to think, one out there's hematite, magnetite, you name it, it's in here. But what also is in here is super fine gold. I can see some right along that edge there. Well, there's a couple on top there. Really nice stuff. So we're going to run that too. We're going to run all this. So again, so once I'm done with everything here, I'm going to take this box, eliminate it from the system. I'm going to run this and this alone with the washer mat. Everything that I have collected in the past 3 to 6 months, I'm going to run through this tiny little guy right here. Probably at 1/8 of a cup each time. Now that's a tiny little cup. 1/8 of a cup. That isn't much material, but that'll be just enough to come across these mats. I'm going to do it probably about a minute and a half each on this. So I will be showing that video as soon as I get those mats set up and ready to go in here. So until then, this is Wayne Clark speaking. Happy Easter, everybody, and again, happy hunting out there.